You know the deal. Fresh tricks only. I do the scrolling, so you don't have to. Starting off with the crazy creative trick for this week, I know you've seen this one, but hang with me for a sec, because we've got a bonus. Victor Moiseev has bringing us what he calls horizontal juggling, and this idea by itself isn't new. Jay Gilligan has a huge, amazing write-up on juggle.org that details the last 3 decades of what he calls pendulum juggling. Link in the description. But the floor plane rotations that Victor is able to put into his patterns are super fresh. And the bonus is that he's also doing more traditional ball version with his partner, Lena Smaha, in a visual so stunning. I just can't even. Fortunately for us, they captured it from an angle that made it make sense. Otherwise, even with slow motion, this Shiva-style pattern is so mesmerizing, it's tough to tell what the heck is going on. So big ups to Victor and Lena for putting their partner work in, and big thanks for including this second angle to help us understand what the funk is going on. If that blew your mind, hit that thumbs up button at the bottom and let's keep rocking. Speaking of partners putting in work in, we've got Bay Area homies Cory and Alicia coming through with some 4-count pass juggling with poi, but with a doctor in the mix. We see it with clubs all the time, but with poi, this little over-the-head swoop Cory does to load the head into place is one of those moves I feel is going down in the history books for poi passing mechanics. And did you know, shout out to Eli March, aka Dr. Bonkers, for whom the doctoring concept was named after. A little bit of juggling history for you for some folks out there. Next time you see Eli at a festival, give that dude a high five for being awesome. Tell him Kai Sosceles sent ya. If that was a dope new piece of information for you and you appreciate creative performers getting credit where credit's due, hit that subscribe button, because I'm gonna keep giving it to you. Our next featured artist is coming in from Accra, the capital city of Ghana, a city I've never heard of. Probably because, like most Americans, my idea of geography lumps all nations of Africa into one giant hole, which is a shame. So I did some research and I just wanted to share some snippets from Accra for you all to set the mood for this next trick. Beautiful locations and a beautiful trick coming in from Mohammed with this unicycle mount while balancing an apartment-size refrigerator on his head. And not just any mount, a no-handed side mount onto that unicycle. Most unicyclists do this by grabbing the seat. Mati's like, whatevs, no seat grab needed. In flip-flops, don't mind the fridge on my head, mic drop. What's next on your travel locations? I've got my eye on Singapore. Let me know in the comments where you want to go next. Speaking of next up, we've got Drew Overbay representing 3-Poi Crew, giving us this one-handed spiral wrap into a clever head balance to split same, non-native anti-toss behind the head, and then unwound into the opposite split same direction, one-handed spiral wrap. This is a potential pattern that could be ran, and I would love to see Drew grab a qualify of this in a future stage act. Did you know Drew also makes and sells poi as the man behind the curtain of Shapeshift props? So if you need some new poi, staff, 3D printed kendamas. He's got a ton of props over on Etsy, so check out his page in the description for your next prop purchase. Before we get into the last trick this week, I just want to thank everyone who's been watching the series. This is the last episode of Season 1. I have a huge list of content that I want to create for you all. New amazing videos from performers I shoot with, tutorials and reviews of camera gear to make your videos look and feel the best they can be, and Q&As from your favorite movement artists taking questions from you. Lots of stuff to look forward to, so let's wrap it up with a strong finale. We've got a teenage athlete who's been training to land this trick since he was 12 years old. The elusive double backflip. Now I know I can already hear you out there. This isn't fresh. Other people have done standing double backs. And that's true, but they've all included a leading step or a hop backwards before landing it, or they've barely landed it and basically planted face first afterwards. I'm talking about a no-step, clean standing double backflip that Kaleb Cave, 14 years old, landed this week. Big ups, Kaleb, and if you've made it this far, I've got a whole playlist of fresh tricks that you can check out here. And of course, push the subscribe button before you head off. I'm Sosceles. This is 4 Pedal Films. See you in the next one.